Hi everyone, Bandana here, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a brand new game launching tomorrow, Airships Lost Flotilla. This is a game made by a sole developer, David Stark, and co-published by Metaroot. Many thanks to them for the key and also for sponsoring this video. Full disclosure, as ever with the sponsorship, there's no requirement for me to say anything nice about the game, just that I simply make a video on it. So as ever, all views are my own. Enough about that. What is the game all about, I hear you ask? Well, Airships Lost Flotilla is a survivor-style game, or bullet hell game, if that's what you prefer to call it, with roguelike elements. So, along the lines of Vampire Survivors, for example. You start a run in one airship, the intention being to get to the end of the journey or the end of the run. In this case, you're trying to get to your home base after being betrayed and losing the rest of your fleet. It's quite a strange steampunk world where you may have to fight pirates, cultists, sky monsters, giant fungi, or even things like mechanical wasps. And although it sounds kind of weird on the face of it, it actually adds up to quite a nice selection of enemies to fight. When it comes to your airships, there are a variety available, although there are also many hidden ones you can't even see at the start. They all differ in stats such as health and speed and have a variable amount of weapon slots, module slots, and escort ship slots. There are many different weapons available, including some weird ones, and other than the modules, there are upgrades that simply don't need a slot, and you'll also find you have the opportunity to buy an overall doctrine for your ship. And you'll be able to unlock captains, which come with some big bonuses and negatives. Now, this is definitely not the easiest of the survivor type games I've played. You do have to learn to control your ship and dodge attacks. This is important because different ships have different propulsion systems. For example, you can have an airship that has a forward momentum propulsion system that is hard to slow down, or one that is omnidirectional that will stop on a dime but unfortunately is slower to move around. And then of course there's the plane, which never stops. So as you can imagine, the type of propulsion adds to the difficulty. So unlike some of these games, you won't generally just be sitting still and taking punishment. And learning to pilot your ship correctly will be pretty important when it comes to fighting the huge bosses. For this next bit of the video, I'm going to make this sort of an almost how-to section because the game doesn't have a tutorial, so we'll kind of go over some of the basics here. So you will select an airship and you will start a run. You will fight your first wave and then you will be presented with the map, or the journey that you will take. Each point on the map represents a wave that you will have to fight. Each of those points has various rewards and you can click on them all to read what they are and plan out in advance the route you would like to go if you wish. Some of them will even have multiple options, such as fighting with allies or fighting alone for a different reward set. Each wave you fight you will get money and experience, more so if you manage to collect lots of scrap and don't use it for repairs. And at the end of the wave you will be presented with a shop, which will include any free rewards that you have won by completing that wave, or indeed just things for sale for either money or experience, such as weapons, ship modules, or escort ships. Now, by default, if you die in a wave, that's it, your run is over, you have to start over. However, if that's not your thing and that's a bit too much for you, you can go into the options and select Restart Wave on Death. That way, you just get to try again. Obviously, if you make it all the way through to the end and defeat the final boss and get home, then you can get various unlocks for completing the run. For example, if you kill the boss at the end, you usually get some captains, which mean that in the future you can take a captain with you, and they will give different bonuses to your ship. Of course, there's also a chance of unlocking various ships as you play, and further to that, as you fight enemies, if you kill enough of them, you get various other unlocks. There's also some secret unlocks within the game. If you're on the main menu and you go to your airship manual, then you will actually find you can enter a secret code up at the top left-hand corner of the screen. As you play the game, you will find that the guidebook fills out more and more, and various codes like this will appear within it, and you can enter them. So there's plenty of hidden unlocks to find. I think that covers most of the basics for the game. The other thing to mention are the controls. So by default, movement is done with WASD. However, you can change one of the settings and have the ship follow the cursor rather than steering with WASD. However, all your weapons fire automatically, so you don't have to worry about that. I will just give a slight spoiler warning here, because I don't know if you really want to know about this before you play, or it's something you'll find out as you play. But when you're actually on the map fighting the enemies, there can be other things floating in the air with you. This could be anything from mines that simply detonate when you get too close. It could be cultist temples, I think they look like, which give either bonuses or negative effects, such as if you or enemies stay near one of them too long, for example, you burst into flames. There are also things like friendly repair docks, which repair you faster, or various weather effects, such as clouds that hide you a little bit, or hailstorms that damage you and enemies over time. And I suspect there's a few things I haven't even seen myself yet. But they were sort of a both pleasant and unpleasant surprise when I was playing the game, so I kind of wanted to put a spoiler warning there. However, I think the best way to show you this game and how to play it is to play a run. For those of you who don't want to sit and watch me do a run, well, I will leave you with a few parting comments. Firstly, I really enjoyed what I've played so far. I think they've done a good job with the game. It took me about half a run to really get into the game and grasp that I needed to keep moving around and make sure I was dodging the enemies. As I noted earlier, definitely not as straightforward as some of the other Survivor games I've played. Anyhow, I'll leave a link to the game down in the description as ever, and just to let you know, the price is a very reasonable $5.99 with a 20% discount on launch. I was genuinely expecting about double that, so I think it's pretty reasonable. Anyhow, for those of you hanging around, let's get into a game. Okay, so let's keep things simple and go with the cruiser, because that's what you'll start with when you're just first booting up the game. And then as you play through and get to certain waves, you will unlock battleship, airplane, etc. The airplane is really hard because it can't stop. It's just constantly moving. So there's a much higher chance of you crashing into stuff, I've found. It's also moving very fast, double the speed of the cruiser. But let's do the cruiser. We'll do it on easy as well, just so I can explain as we're going. Because I have tried medium, but it does get harder. I've unlocked some other airships, but I don't want to show you them because spoilers. But there are other things you can unlock. Some of them by codes inside the sailor's manual. So let's go with this. HMS Fruitbat. So I've unlocked captains because I've completed a run at least once. You get a captain with no special abilities, and then you get positives and negatives on the others. I'm going to go for the no special abilities just to keep things as it would be when you're first playing. We're going to go for easy rather than medium. We start with just a cannon on this one. If they hit you, they stop you. I'll let you see that. There you go. They do damage and kind of slow you down. I'm on... Yeah, see? So, if you hold W, you keep moving forward. The things I'm picking up are the scrap, obviously, which is a bit of money and also stuff to repair your ship. The grab range is pretty small at the start, but you can get upgrades. And you'll see there's a timer just ticking down at the top of the screen. The clouds that you see there aren't ones that you can interact with. They're a bit lower than you are. They're just there for making it look pretty. Oof. As you'll see, my ship is repairing itself as we're doing this. There we go. Wave survived. There's all our stats. Cannon accuracy is pretty good. So, we got the shop. We got a little bit of cash. We can't upgrade the cannon or we can buy something else. The saw isn't great, but I'm going to buy it so I can show you it. And then there's a deck gun. Actually, I've never done the deck gun. Let's buy that. I can afford both. We'll buy both. I will demonstrate. The saw isn't great. It's quite short range. Really, I want that on the top one. But you can't drag them about, I don't think, which is a shame. Like, I would like to put that one up here at the front. So you have to be careful how you purchase things. Oh, that's good. Scavenger Den for $40 gives us 50% scrap value and plus 50 gather range. Let's grab that. And then, ooh, 70 gather range, minus 5% speed. I'm going to lock both of those because I really want more gather range, because every bit of scrap that you take out of the wave gives you more cash. So I'm locking both of those, and they'll be there for the next shop, and I can buy them. This stuff I'm not too bothered about. It's a big percentage decrease on fire rate, 5%, and this one's not bad, but it's minus 10% accuracy, so I'm not a fan of that. I tried to pick ones that aren't too many negatives. Let's go for wave 2. So we have a choice. We need to do clockwork wasps or giant bees. Giant bees is very hard. Plunder a hive. That's my research stuff that appears down there. So once you start killing them, you get research, and it tells you what you need to do. Oh, we've got to try the very hard one, haven't we? And you see the saw. We have to get pretty close to them for the saw to kick in. But the other weapons are going to kill. They're very easy to kill, these things. There we go. See, there's the saw blade. So it moves around pretty fast. It's just very short range. It's not bad in that sense. But if you get any bigger enemies, then obviously they're just going to sort of go through the saw blade. These guys all die very quickly to it. So right now, it's actually pretty good. I'm waiting for them to do me damage. There we go. Now they're starting to do damage, see? You got to keep moving. Oh, wow. There's a lot of them now. Okay, there we go. Wave survived. But we got a lot of extra cash for doing the very hard one. Because a reward of 150 is actually pretty good for this stage. So that's quite nice. And the sword didn't do badly there, actually. I thought it was going to do very badly, but it was alright. So we buy both of those, which are just standard upgrades. So they go down here. They're just standard upgrades. You can have loads of those. And then you can buy more of the same type and increase their capability or their stats. Let's grab gunnery training, because that's a good upgrade as well. And then munitions training looks pretty good. Resilience is good as well. There's a few here that are pretty good right now. We've got gunnery officer as well, which costs cash. We can do upgrades for our weapons. That's got more range and accuracy, and that one would be faster reload, so it would fire even faster. You can get upgrades for a lot of the weapons, but not all. You get heated shots for the cannon, which sets enemies on fire, or you get armor-piercing shots. And then saw blade, enemies drop more wreckage, or you do more damage. We're definitely going to get that. Can't afford that, but I might lock it, because that's a good one to have later. Let's get the gunnery officer as well. We could upgrade that scavenger hub. Gather more gather range and more scrap. More money for the scrap. Let's do that. Early on, stuff that gives us more money and everything is going to be beneficial. And I think we're doing enough damage with these weapons right now. We could do an upgrade to a weapon, though. I've never had this. I kind of want to upgrade it. Its range isn't bad. Let's do faster reload. 3 rounds per second. Okay. So our choice is wreckers or pirates. Pirates is a very hard one. We do get escorts available at the end of that. Maybe that's the bonus there. We get extra XP and law and order there if we do wreckers. Probably get slightly more interesting stuff here. Let's do the wreckers, though, because the extra XP is sort of thing. That's the sort of thing we want now. I'm not really bothered about having an escort right now, an escort ship. I don't think that's going to benefit us early game, because they're going to be expensive anyway, so I might not be able to afford it. Okay, so that drops a mine when you destroy it, and it set me on fire. So, oh shit, that one was fast. So this is the thing about you need to keep moving. If we look around, we might find something anyway, because sometimes there's friendly air bases on the map, though often it tells you that you're going to be finding them on the map. we have a pretty decent range for grabbing stuff at the minute for this early on, so no complaints there. The enemies obviously vary, and you'll find that the further you get in, the weirder the weapons they get. That was lucky. They might have killed me there. They also get more ranged weapons and fire faster, especially when you increase the difficulty level. Okay. So I'm going to ditch the saw at this stage. And I'm going to buy the suspendium cannon, which is basically a railgun, which has a ridiculous range. So that kills things at the other side of the map. We've got enough XP for that now, so I'm going to get that. We could have battlefield presence. Well, that's pretty good. 20% hit radius. And then it becomes scared every 0.6 seconds, so we might as well do that as well. That's quite nice in terms of repair speed and stuff, and that's just a standard upgrade. So I'm going to lock that so we can pick that up later. Not bothered about the RAM thing. We don't really RAM stuff much. Okay, happy with that. Let's move on. So we need to do the fungus, which I'm going to do because I'm going to show you. The giant owls. Or pirates, which is very hard. Let's get extra XP and stuff there, but we're going to do the fungus just so I can show you that. Because I want to show you the variety of enemies. So these are the basic ones, but you get bigger ones and they start firing shit at you. But at the minute we're just getting the easy ones. But I thought that was quite a weird twist, having giant fungal spores that float through the air. Now, I know there are other airship games, and I'm assuming this is part of their lore, but I haven't played them, so I don't know. I weirdly enjoy these survivor-type games, and I don't know what it is about them, but I find them, they're so relaxing a lot of the time. Okay, we've survived. Excellent. So, I don't have enough XP to buy that, but we'll just leave it locked for now. Okay, so figurehead, you can get plus 40% XP gain. By the time we'll get to further in the game, I just feel like I don't need that. Additional speed I'm not bothered about. Let's grab the scavenger hooks down there, just to add to our existing ones. It just increases the stats. Could upgrade the cannon. So that would either set them on fire or faster shots that pierce the enemy. By the way, a lot of these get a second level of upgrade. Not all, again. Let's do the faster shots that pierce through enemies. Okay, next choice. You can look along this, by the way, if you do W and A. So we've got either clockwork cubes, which is hard, defend a pirate base, so that actually gives us a +1 to pirates, weirdly. Or we do the cultists, which is very hard, and we can either help the navy do it, which gives us these rewards and these extras, or we fight alone, which I don't know if that gives you better stuff, but I think you might as well have some other ships helping you, especially when it's very hard. I don't fully understand why I would do it solo, unless I was, you know, aiming not to upset the cultists, I guess. But you would think it would decrease with the cultists anyway, I'm not sure. But anyhow, generally, unless there's a bigger reward, I go with taking the help. Yeah, so they have defensive structures in this one as well. Oh, they use one in the sky thing. So this one induces fire, so let's get out of that, because it will set us on fire as well. So these guys just act like your escorts. Oh, that hits quite hard. You can get escort ships that go around collecting the scrap for you, which is quite nice. Because it's, as you can see, sometimes the scrap ends up miles away from you. The maps aren't too big, thankfully, so you can't get too lost on them. So that's one of the things on like Vampire Survivors. It's really big, and it just goes on forever. A lot of them, anyway. Not all the maps. Okay, good. Okay, now we can finally afford that, so we get our repair speed upgrade. You can have a command post, which gives you an additional escort slot, and we actually have the gun skyboat, so we can now get that. So that gets a deck cannon, which is a bit like that, I guess. I'm going to buy the command post, I think, is probably a good one. One additional piercing for piercing weapons. Oh, we do have piercing weapons, so actually that's a nice upgrade for us. Protective idol. Damage causes enemy knockback. That's battlefield presence again. Let's grab that. See, I just get a nice list down here of all these upgrades. I'm going to lock the command post because we might be able to get quite a few. There's various upgrades you can get which increase the amount of escorts you can have, including a doctrine, which we haven't found yet. But eventually one will appear in the shop. You can refresh the shop for XP, by the way, so if I hit refresh, there you go. There you go, there's a doctrine. Oh, that would actually... It's terror, so we would reduce our escort slots, but an enemy becomes scared every 0.2 seconds, so very often. Oh, scavenger nets, let's lock that in for later. Mercenary corvette. Large escort that requires 20 money each level. Ooh. I've never seen that before. I'm going to lock it. That's expensive in scrap value. Plus 10% HP is a standard upgrade. I'm locking half my shop here just because some of these upgrades are really good. Okay, next one. Wreckers, occultists. Oh, both of them we can have help with. So, again, you can click. It just says find past enemy forces if you do it alone. I'm really not sure. I don't know if it just means you get more reward. That will give us a bunch of XP. The Wreckers, Law and Order. Either way, we're helping the Navy. Let's do the... Oh! Dragons! Let's do the cultists so we can do the dragons next. That sounds fun. What's this do? Immunity to fire, fear, stun, and vulnerability. So, sitting in this is good for us. You see my little escort ship knocking around there? It will just do its own thing. We don't have to babysit it. It will not collect stuff for us, though. Only a special one that is a salvage ship will collect. So... that thing is just killing everything from miles away. Well, this is quite a small map. You'll notice in the bottom left of the screen, by the way, that's our upgrades that might be having an effect and things like that. So, at the minute, the one that repairs faster with scrap is active, because I've picked up some scrap. But then it vanishes after not picking up scrap for a few seconds. Okay, pretty good. So, we didn't get a lot of cash there. We certainly can't afford the mercenary corvette. Oh, that's a really nice upgrade as well. Wow. Minus 10% fire rate. 2 escort slots. Fleet command. So that's really good. These are all the things I want, incidentally. In fact, I'm going to buy that straight away. So that's our doctrine. So we can have more escort. The escort ships are really good when you have a lot of them. So by the end of the game, they can be really, really good. I'm going to buy that. And I don't have any money to afford anything else, but I'm just locking my shop because we've got a load of really good upgrades here. Okay, next, let's do the dragons. We have to do the dragons because you haven't seen them yet. These are fun. They're literally dragons, by the way. And they will fire fireballs at you. So keep moving. I'm not entirely sure what they're dropping, but there's scrap involved. Ooh, they hurt, because they set you on fire, which does damage over time. Not doing a very good job at avoiding that right now. That hurt a lot. We need to keep moving more. There is a bit of an element of needing to run away from some of the enemies in this. Oh, that really hurt. I'm just trying to keep alive now because I've only got 2 HP left. There we go. That was almost nasty. I wouldn't have got much cash from it's not bad actually for cash. Okay. Right, let's get the scavenger nets. That's a different doctrine, look. Evasion. Minus 40% hit radius. Minus 100% gather range. Well, that's not great. Wait, I just realized, does hit radius that I've been taking on stuff actually mean my hit radius? So it's easier to hit me. That's concerning. Oh, that's a nice upgrade as well. Oh, I'm just short of being able to afford the mercenary corvette. But then I have to pay them every time we use them. 10 HP. That's a nice upgrade as well. Look at the list I'm getting down here of upgrades. I wonder if it gets to the bottom of here, that's the end, and I can't have any more. I've never got that many. Okay. Can't afford anything else this turn, so let's move on. I can upgrade that, by the way, for 600 to a heavy gun skyboat. Again, various things can be upgraded. You just got to keep your eyes peeled. Wreckers is the only one I can do next. Either fight alone or we fight with the Navy. We'll try fighting alone. I'm just very curious. I don't think it makes... Like, it doesn't say you get anything extra, so I'm not sure. Immunity, so that's quite nice. But it also affects the enemy as well, so... Oh, they're dropping mines again when they die. Let's, just have a little explore and see if there's anything interesting. Obviously, the range on the railgun thing is very, very long, so... I can kill stuff very far away. This map's quite... It's not huge, but it's pretty big. I'm a bit slower than I was before, because I've got upgrades that slow me down. So I need to be aware of that. Not many enemies killed there. Okay. So we haven't made much cash or anything. What we got? Ooh, guided missiles. So they're really long range as well. But I'm kind of happy with the weapons we've got at the moment. Grenades I've never tried. Better wages. Scavenger hooks. So we've got 3 of those now. Still keeping that locked. That's locked at the bottom. I'm really tempted by the guided missiles, but the problem is they have a minimum range. So if anything gets close, they're useless. I did try them, and they were good because they have a big blast radius, but yeah. Engineers easy. Oh, so that changes the enemy on this one as well. So engineers easy using the navy, or we switch it to pirates and fight alone. But we get a monetary reward, so I'm definitely doing them because I want more money at the minute. What's this one do? Induces fear. I don't think we can get. I'm not sure if fear works on us. What's this one? Induces vulnerability. That does work, so that's not ideal. Yeah, I'm not sure fear can affect us, because I've never lost control of it. See, I'm in here, but I don't think... Yeah, fear can't affect us. Definitely affects the enemy, though. These are pretty easy, actually. But we're not getting much scrap for this, so that's the only shame. At least we got some extra cash. Right. We can now afford... Ooh. So we can now afford the mercenary corvette. I'm definitely getting it. There's another gun skyboat there, and there's a repair one. I'm not bothered about the repair one, but I am going to lock the gun one because we could, having more of those is good. More escorts if you upgrade that, by the way. So that's something to think about. Still can't afford that. It's 817 XP, but it's a big bonus. 50%. Fine. So there's nothing else I really want at the moment. I don't have any cash. So next wave. Our choices are the clockwork cubes. Gather samples for the mad scientist. These are like huge cubes. Or we do the pirate battleship. If we do it with them, and the navy helping us, we get a reward of heavy rockets, which is free. And we get some cheap escorts. Or if we do this, we don't get anything cheap, but we get a 300 reward. Depends how nasty the battleship is. For the sake of trying to get in the end to show you the boss, I'm going to do it with the navy. I think if I was on my own, I'd do that for the extra money. But let's... Okay, so we're in a sandstorm, which is not ideal. It does damage to you. As you can see, the enemies are now dropping mines and firing a lot more shit at us from range. That starts earlier if you play on medium. So that mercenary escort is a much bigger ship than the other one. So that's quite handy. Shame we'll have to pay them. I haven't actually seen the battleship, I don't think. We must have just killed it immediately. The battleship would be big, so I guess we just killed it immediately. Fair enough. I didn't even see it. So yeah, we got the heavy rockets for free, which aren't bad. 600 range. This is tempting. I'm going to get that with my XP. Redundant system. Damage capped at 3, so nothing can do more damage, but we lose a lot of speed. That's another scavenging hook. I'm debating whether I take that instead of the... If I was going to get rid of something, I guess I'd have to get rid of the auto-loading deck gun. Unless I got rid of the very long-range cannon. I'm kind of happy with the big cannon. And just accept that we're going to be shorter range. But it fires very fast. Thing is, I can't sell that unless I actually... Screw it. See, it's free, and then I can sell it for 480. So if that other cannon appears again, I get it. Let's buy the other gunboat. We still have plenty of cash. Let's buy the gathering hooks. Not bothered about that. That's already fully upgraded. I can't upgrade that any further. That's cool. Maybe that's not so bad then. The only thing I could upgrade is that for more escorts. Which we might as well. Of course, there will come a time when there's just a list of escorts down at the bottom there. Right, let's go. So next we need to do engineers, which is easy. Or sky urchins, which are the monsters. We can do sacrificial barge very hard, either solo or with the navy. If we do it with the navy, we get cheap escorts at the end. Or we go for the pirates. I think we do the sacrificial barge, and then you can see one of the bigger ships. Hopefully I actually see it this time and don't just annihilate it. They're not too difficult to kill on this easy level. Do I just go for doing it myself? Random weapon upgrade. I kind of want the cheap escort, so let's do it with the navy. What's this? Increased reload speed, no XP. Oh, there it is. Shit. Oh, it died immediately. Did you see it? Just instantly popped. We are just that strong. That was quite funny. I wasn't expecting it to just keel over immediately. The escorts just do their own thing. If you play on Twitch with a Twitch integration, your viewers can control one. Though they zoom around so much, I just imagine it would be complete chaos. Oh wow, that was a lot of damage. Shit. Kind of did go into them, so it was my own fault. Yeah, that'll have cost me some reward there. So my random weapon upgrade was that. So now does 5 rounds a second. That's pretty good. I've never had that. I've never had a random weapon upgrade before where it just upgrades one of mine. I thought it was going to make me pick one off here again. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that. Another gun skyboat? Yes, please. Why not? Nothing else there I really want. We might as well save the rest of our cash. Firefighting speed. Yeah, screw it. Let's get that. I think that's worth it. Fine. Next wave. So we need to jump up and do some pirates. Which the cultists will like, incidentally. We're currently -2 the cultists. We can do some more dragons. We can do engineers or cultists. Reward Vanguard. What is Vanguard? I'm doing that because I don't know what Vanguard is. No idea what Vanguard is, so I'm going to do it. Oh, repair dock. So this decreases reload speed and has rapid repairs. You just have to sit on top of it. Obviously, sitting still is not ideal, though. There are some of those cultist temples or whatever they are flying in the sky that give, like, increased... Ooh, that hurt. I need to be careful of them. They give increased scrap, which is quite nice. See, if I park on it, the little bar goes up and it repairs much quicker. Right, what is a Vanguard? Oh, this is a Vanguard. Makes enemies vulnerable and stuns them with grenade. Okay. It's an escort ship. Repair skyboat or torpedo bomber. Yes, please. I will have the torpedo bomber. Ooh. Ammo elevators. 25% fire rate. Minus 40% flammability. Or energy shields for 500. Both of those sound kind of fun, but I have no space for any more. And I kind of want my escort ship, so... never mind. You can have shore leave and exchange cash for more XP, if that's your thing. Noxious fumes. Burning enemies are stunned. I don't have anything that burns enemies, really, so that's no good. I can upgrade that, finally. I'd rather save up for the torpedo bomber, though. Next wave. Oh, we are doing the sacrificial barge. So we either do it with these and we get more cheap escorts. We're doing it with the Navy because I want the cheap escorts, because that's what I'm trying to build up for the boss. Ah! I forgot he was going to be there. Thankfully, we just melted him again. Oh, shit, 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 shit. Run away, run away, run away. That was not ideal. Oh, there we go. Repair station. Just going to sit on this till I get fully repaired, and then I'll move. There we go. Other airships have more health, obviously, and you can get upgrades that increase your health and armor, and maybe the shield would be a good idea. Induces fear. Okay. There's a lot of information on these screens. Reward Navy Corvette. Oh, nice, and it's free. I don't think I even saw that, or it didn't register that that was going to be one of the options. So we can either have an upgrade for more escorts or faster escort fire rate. Obviously, more escorts. And we can afford the torpedo bomber. Boom. Okay, so metal struts would increase our HP by 40% and give 5 ram damage. So if we got rid of one of these, which I'm not going to. You can get crew weapons. So repair speed goes down, fire rate goes down, and there's less enemy boarding damage. We've got munitions training, which is plus 10% damage. So we'll lock that in because we'll get that again. And then we've got this one, which is gunnery training, which we've already got, but more of that will be good. So we'll just lock it in. As you can see, they're costing more as we get more levels of them all. Okay, next up. Cultists or wreckers. That gives us XP, and that gives us advanced escorts. That also gives us advanced escorts, but not at a low price. This one would give us advanced, very cheap escorts. And that one will give us advanced and cheap, but will give us more reward. It's very hard, though. Let's go in with the Navy. Because, again, we're trying to get to the end, aren't we? So, we'll do it with law and order. Oh, I've got ahead of myself. I have to do the pirates first. Never mind. You see those massive explosions from those torpedoes? The torpedoes are good because the explosions are huge. It's just chaos now. This is as you get to the end of the run, it's just chaos with the amount of stuff you can have in terms of your escorts. You never get that many weapons on your main ship. Like, I've not found anything that increases weapon slots yet. I assume they're in there. But just having, like, an army with me is great. Yeah, nice and straightforward. So, we would get a repair skyboat, which I'm not bothered about. E-ammunition. Repaired in the last 4 seconds, you get 20% damage and 20% explosion damage. That's quite nice. I might lock that in. I don't have enough XP for either of those yet. I can upgrade that to the next level of piercing now. I can also upgrade my gunboats. Or do I save my cash and hope that there's another escort? Save my cash and hope there's an escort in the next one. So, I was going to do the cultists, yeah? With very cheap. Cultists, advanced, very cheap escorts. Yeah, let's go. We'll have a little travel around. Oh, there you go. A cloud extinguishes fire and decreases visibility. So, that's one of the clouds. That's the first cloud I think I've seen at our level. I think it just makes you harder to hit. Doesn't help if you drive into one of their weapons, of course. What's this one do? Induces vulnerability. Oh dear. Out of that. There's another cloud. I'm just going to spin around. Oh shit. Trying to get as much of the scrap as possible. Nice. We've got loads of cash. We don't have any... That was really disappointing in terms of the... It's not even changed that. That was the same one we had last time. I want something better than that. I've locked all 3 of these at the top. You know what I'm going to do is, if I... How much is a refresh? Not much. Let's buy that. Oh, look at the price has gone up on that, even though I bought something different. Okay. I'm going to buy that. And then I'm going to refresh. There, scavenger boat. There we go. Nice. I don't think I can... Can I have more escorts? That looks full. 8 might be the maximum, but it says here I can pay to upgrade that again. Ooh, full metal jacket upgrade again. 1 additional piercing for piercing weapons, which would be this. Can't not really, can I? I kind of need to do the upgrade for that as well. Screw it. I can upgrade that to heavy mercenary corvette, more heavily armed, for 900. I missed that. I need to do that then. Wave 16. Clockwork Hornets. Use the Navy. Reward explosive shell. Heavy cannon Mark II. Which I think is the one that sets stuff on fire, which I'm not really bothered about. If I just do it myself. Escorts Advanced. They get Escorts Advanced very cheap, but I want that. I'll do this one for the experience. Because I'm not bothered about the weapon. Literally mechanical hornets. Ah! I mean, I think I'm okay. Oh, there's something big above us, I think. Oh, shit! Shit, 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 shit! It's a bloody dragonfly! What the fuck? What the fuck was that? I've never seen that before. Okay, we need to go for repairs. Just gonna sit here for a minute. Oh, those are like bomber ones, because they've got explosives in. Good job there's a repair thing here. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the big dragonfly. Was that on the instructions before I selected that? I didn't look. A wrecker skyboat. Dismembers enemies and picks up wreckage. So that does that job as well. Oh, look, you can upgrade it to a wrecker skyboat for 600. So it would be cheaper just to upgrade it. So I can upgrade it to that. Spotter plane I'm not bothered about. I can't afford... Oh, I'm just short of upgrading that again. That's really expensive now in munitions trading. It's gone up in price again. Jeez. Magic armor if you've been repaired in the last 6 seconds. Stealth. Minus 20% hit radius. Minus 5% speed. So it makes you harder to hit. So I need to be aware that hit radius is me, not the sort of damage radius in my weapons. So there you go. I've learned something playing this. Oh shit! I did not mean to buy both of those. Okay, right clicking or left clicking does it, and I accidentally held down right click and it did both of them at once. Not ideal. I don't even know what I just bought. Never mind. Not the end of the world. I want to save up my cash anyway. So next wave. We're getting closer to the boss. So sacrificial barge is hard. 400 XP. Advanced very cheap escorts. And that's the same, but we might as well go with the navy. As I say, I'm trying to get to the end. Now, interestingly, this run has taken about 45 minutes so far. My last run, probably because I'm explaining stuff as I go, but my last run was much faster. I did it in 30 minutes. As you can see, things are getting harder to kill now. As we get further up. Yeah, my last run on easy took 30 minutes. But I guess because I'm explaining as I go, it's taking me longer this time, but... I'm dreading trying to do a run with the aeroplane, because I did start one, and the fact you're moving constantly is nightmarish. Because it's like playing Snake, where you're trying to dodge the enemies constantly. I'm relying on my escorts a lot, by the way, at the moment. Just because my weapons are not the longest range. Okay, so there we go. We've got loads of cash. I'm going to do this upgrade and see if I get any more escort slots. Because, for me, there's only space for 8 there, so... Oh, it just shrinks it. You can have more. Okay. I'm into that. Oh, Imperial cannons. They're like just big-ass cannons. I think you can upgrade them as well. You can either make them cause fear or something else, so that's quite nice. Could do the engineering. First pick. Drops the scrap value. Could do that for the experience, I guess. I'm tempted by that, but that fires pretty fast at the minute. I think we just stick with what we've got, weapon-wise now. Next wave. Okay, so we can either do an Elder Sky Urchin, which will give us a random weapon upgrade. Are my weapons fully upgraded now? I think they might be. Wrecker Mothership will give us heavy rockets, which we don't need. But we would get escorts advanced very cheap. That will give us a lot of extra cash, so I'm tempted by that one. And the Clockwork Hornets. Random weapon upgrade, which I'm not bothered about, because I think everything's upgraded. That will give us XP. So actually the best one for us is this for the cash. So let's do that. What's this do? Induces vulnerability. Let's get out of that. There's the boss coming this way. I'm going to start moving this way. There it is. Oh, lots of damage, lots of damage, lots of damage, lots of damage. Oh, that's bad. Repair, repair. We just gotta stay alive. I'm on 3 health, so, like, I cannot be hit by anyone. Shit. I need that repair. Salvage. I could really do with a repair station right now. Are my escorts dead? Oh, no, there they are. No, I don't want the vulnerability. Get away, get away, get away. Stay alive. Whew. Yeah, I haven't turned on the thing where you get to redo the wave. I'm just... Ooh. Wreck-a Mothership research available. So there we go. We've got a new research that we've unlocked there. Okay. Yeah, we've already done all of that. So we didn't get much cash at all for that one, did we? Jeez. Tentacular automation. Repair speed, less XP, enemy... So, there's weird tentacle stuff in the game, including, I believe, tentacle weapons from what I've seen in the videos. A heavy fighter. A water sky boat that extinguishes fire. We want this with the Gatling gun, but I can't afford it yet, which is annoying. Fine. Or we just do next wave then, because I don't really want to spend my cash right now. We are doing a grandfather cube, and then we've got the boss at the end. So we might as well do it with the Navy, so we get to the end. These just remind me of the Borg cubes from Star Trek. Oh god, there's a lot of them. Where's the grandfather cube? I just see normal cubes. Oh, he's coming now. There he is. You see the bigger arrow. Oh shit, it's a proper Borg cube. With missiles. Oh, they're homing missiles. Shit. Ah! Run away, run away. Go in the clouds. Clouds are good. They get rid of flames, so... Jeez. Yeah. I don't like it when they come from every side with melee weapons. So we got a random weapon upgrade, but it was no good for us, really. But I wanted the support there. Fine. So we can afford the heavy fighter. So I think it's more beneficial to get the heavy fighter than to do the upgrades on the other ones. So we have extra firepower in general. I hope. Because it doesn't really tell you how much paying 900 would get us, you know? And it's the boss next, so we might as well... Senior officer... 15, no point in getting XP gain. There's a heavy cannon there. Is there a point in getting that now, though? I'd have to switch it with that one. I don't think there's any point. I mean, we stick with the weapons we've got now. Experimentation. Lower fire rate, XP gain is that's no point to us. The 30% repeat ship upgrade cost would be nice early in the game, but not now. Firefighting, speed, potentially. I mean, we can't spend it on anything else now, so we might as well. I'm just looking at the other stuff and thinking, no, there's nothing really to spend on that we can afford, so... Final boss. Defeat a great sky monster with the help of the local navy, or you fight alone. It doesn't tell me what the difference is between doing it alone or doing it with the navy. I assume it's just for the challenge. Screw it, we'll do it for the challenge. I'm doing it for the video. If I die, I die. I've got to the end. I've got to the boss. That was the aim of the video. Let's go. Did we do it? There we go. I must have misclicked, sorry. What the fuck is this? Oh, wow. That thing's knocking me away. Oh, shit. They're tracking me. They're tracking me. You can see the damage in the top right-hand corner. My escorts are doing all the hard work here, really. Ah. Oh, shit. Run away. I'm not fast enough. I'm not fast enough. Where's my fire support? Oh, they're over there. Run away. Shit. These things are tough as nails. Success! Jeez. That counted as 1,699 enemies. Oh, that's the entire run. I was going to say. I thought that was just the boss. New manual page. Guardian research available. Pirate Raider console. Oh, we've completed a research. Another research. Oh, we've completed a few researches. That's cool. There you go. So, if we got the manual now, we can unlock the gunboat. That's actually a ship we can fly. We can unlock the flak gun. So that's a new weapon that we'll be able to equip. Let's go the ones that are flashing. We've got the Worm Eye Temple, which, again, it's an upgrade for the ship that we can now get in the store. And we've Ironclad. Oh, it's a new ship. There's loads more ships than I thought there was going to be. There's loads you can unlock, I think. And then there's the hidden secret ones as well, one of which I've managed to unlock by putting in one of the codes that appeared in this manual. So, yeah. But yeah, fun game. As I say, I'm not going to click along and show you the secret ones I've unlocked because I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, Airships Lost Flotilla. It's a lot of fun. And for $6 with 20% off on launch, I think it's an absolute bargain if you're someone who enjoys this kind of survivor game. And I do like the survivor games. They're quite fun to just while away an hour or half an hour or whatever. And they're not too stressful, you know. They're pretty chill. But thank you, everyone, for watching. Please, as ever, do like, share, subscribe. And I'll see you all soon for some more games.